Well, good morning, beautiful souls. I hope everybody is having an amazing day today. Okay, I haven't been on here in a while, and I am sorry about that. As may some of you know, that I had let go of my job to come home and or stay at home and care for my mom-in-law who had a stroke, so she needs a full-time care. And things have just been absolutely bonkers. And some of you probably know that we had to move her house into our house, which, yeah, it was like playing a big game of Tetris. I'll tell you that right now. And for the most part, I couldn't even get into the craft room. It just ended up piled high. Now, if I really wanted to make a video, I probably could have climbed over everything, grabbed my laptop and my microphone, and hope for the best. But I wasn't going to stress myself over that because I had other things to stress about, like how am I going to get all this shit in the house? Common, everyday stresses you have. But we motored on, and the last couple of weeks have just been absolutely manic because the house is sold, and I had a lounge full of stuff that had to go to charity, and some of it's going to auction, and that was brutal. So a big shout out to my best friend. Yeah, you know what, girl? I couldn't have done it without you. Seriously. She came over on the Saturday, I should say, before we exchanged or gave the keys over, and helped me pack everything up for the charity and for the auction and get everything into the garage and sorted. And it was crazy, but you know what? We went at it like animals. Before you know it, 8 hours went by. That's how long we were there because there was a lot of stuff going to charity. Now, I'm really kind of annoyed at this that I call up a charity. Oh, no, well, we can only take so much. But yet you're crying for stuff to sell. This is not garbage. This is stuff you can get good money for. Half of the stuff you can send to a bloody auction and get even more for. And, you know, don't cry that you need stuff and then not take it because I could have, yeah, there was a lot of beautiful stuff there, and it's just not suited for our house. So, what I had done is before everything went into boxes, I had taken pictures and I said, okay, well, printed them all off, put them in a binder, room by room by room, and had a box number with them, and said, okay, everything you want to keep, everything you want to go, or anything you want to give away. You just go through and you tell me, and we'll circle it, and I'll write what needs to be done with it. So we did that. And fair enough, she let go of a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I would have loved to have had here. But we're only a 3-bed bungalow. And again, it just doesn't fit within our decor. And you might notice that I'm on a different angle in my craft room. There's a story to that too, because we had to get a skip. And bright idea, because the craft room, before all this happened, was going to go through a major overhaul to begin with. Well, all the two rooms, sorry, because the other bedroom had been already. That all the wardrobes were coming down because they're on exterior walls. And let's face it, they're butt ugly. They're really butt ugly. And they don't serve a purpose and they make the room very small. So, okay. I said, well, while we're here, let's take down the wardrobe. Now, you would have seen the wardrobe behind me in other videos. Well, I'm standing where the wardrobe used to be. Yeah. So, from that, a wee bit tired. And if you see, let's go this hand behind me here, all this is coming out. I don't know. Let's see. Which way? Which way do I move? This way. That white. Okay, am I going to get this right? There we go. That white dresser thing along the wall. That's coming out. That's where I usually sat and did the videos. So that's going to be gone. And the desk that's already in here, we have a big oak desk. That is going to go over there. And then hopefully I'll be back on that side doing the videos and little revamping. There's going to be a little sofa couch going, or little sofa bed going in here. And over by the window is where I'm going to have my Zen area with, as my husband calls them, rocks. They're not rocks, they're crystals. Okay, so a lot of stuff I picked up as we go walking. I always come home with a pocket full of rocks. It's just the way it is. I love rocks. I just can't help myself. It's like an addiction. But I'm going to have all my things there, all my treasured stuff, and I'm going to have room that I can roll out a yoga mat, which I'll love because right now, trust me, there's no doing yoga in this house unless you want to do it in the lounge, and I really don't want to do that. So that's what's happening so far. So hopefully in another couple weeks, things will be turned around again, and it'll be all changed, and it'll be a different point of view and a fresh start in this room, because I am finding, being a full-time carer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I do need a space. I really do. I need someplace I can come and just decompress and regroup, because not only am I dealing with my mom-in-law, I love her so much, so don't get me wrong on that one, and what she's going through isn't fair. It really isn't. She's 89 years old and been a going concern. I wouldn't want to mess with her. Then all of a sudden, she can't do the things she loves. It just, life comes to a sudden halt. She can't be in her home. It is what it is. So we're caring for her. And I have absolutely no problem with that. And I have more satisfaction. And I'm grateful that I can care for her. I'm very grateful for that. And she's going to be treated, the way she deserves to be treated. Because I've said this before. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have this life. Because she wouldn't have her son. So I'm not looking at the material things. I'm looking at the spiritual soul connections, all that sort of thing. So that's what's been going on. And there'll probably be more updates as we go along. Mostly craft room updates. Where I am with my Zen area. And as I've been doing all this, my mind has just been going crazy. Because you have a lot of time to think as you're packing boxes. What's going on in the world, how people treat people, how things are just not right, and we need to make a stand and say, enough of this bullshit. We're paying you for a service. I want the damn service. And we have to pay you. We're forced to pay you. Yeah, okay. I don't want to get on my soapbox because I still got a lot to do. I still got a lot of sorting and purging in this room to do. You can't see it because it's literally all behind me on the floor and over in that corner. And I do have to stand, so that's why I'm wobbling around. So I thought I'd have my coffee, say good morning before I get this shit show on the road and get things done. And I also have to do laundry. It's a beautiful day out there. You can see the sun kind of coming in. I had to turn the blinds because the sun's on the front of the house, and I'll tell you what, it's blinding. But you know what? I've been actually missing doing this, getting on here and talking to y'all. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody's life going? Is anybody struggling? Is anybody just need somebody to talk to? We're here. Let's build a good community. Let's get this community going, that we have somebody to talk to who thinks the way we think. Because I'll tell you, it's damn hard doing it all on your own. And I know, I'll put my hand up. I'm there. But I reach out. I find people. And there's almost like a magnetism that happens, that you just start finding people. You're attracting those kind of people to you. Now, other people will repel away from you because they don't have those beliefs. Don't take it personally, because they're the ones holding you back. You give them love. Give them wholehearted love. Yeah, never discard them. But just understand, if they don't want to be around you, there's a reason. Because they're not on the same vibration, and it shakes them up. And when you're on the same vibration with someone, it's great. It feels great. Everything's good. But when you're not there on their vibration or your vibration, It's out of whack. It's like your car needs a front end alignment. You're wobbling all over the road. That's what happens in relationships when you spiritually grow and you start to see the world differently and you start standing up and going, I'm not taking no more of this fucking shit ever. Well, not ever, because sometimes you do. You compromise, don't you? But you know what I mean. Okay, my lovelies. Until next time, I don't know when. I'm hoping very soon to get back on schedule and get everything done, but I'm not going to force myself because all this needs to be taken care of, that I can set time in the morning and go, okay, I'm going to go record my video because I got a lot of crap going through my head that I got to get out there. Okay, my lovelies. You know what? You know what I'm going to say. Be kind, be love,